And we are live. Good morning, Crypto Warriors, and welcome back to Gentlemen of Crypto, episode 758. Today is Tuesday, July 20th, 2021, and I'm King.
I'm Bitcoin Zay, and we are here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community Monday through Friday at 10-ish.
At 10-ish, today's 10-ish today. Top stories: Rothschild Investment Corp has increased its Bitcoin exposure by 300% since April. BlockFi received cease and desist order from New Jersey. Attorney General, Coinbase sued over Dogecoin sweepstake ad campaign, and U.S. lawmakers don't want Olympic athletes to use digital yuan at 2022 games. But first and foremost, Bitcoin Zay, what's going on with those prices?
Oh, yeah. So it seems like everybody is running for the hills. Finally, I'm glad we can clear out all the trash. Bitcoin is at 29,000, dip below 30,000, $29,752, down 3.2%. Ethereum at $1,760, down 3%. Guess the flipping isn't happening anytime soon.
Hilarious.
Binance Coin at $265 is down 6% today. Cardano at 106 is down 7.2%. XRP at 52 cents is down 5.7%. Dogecoin at 16 cents is down 3.5%. Polkadot, rounding out our top 10 at 1088, is down 5.6%. And as you can see, nothing but a flood of red all the way down. So except for stable coins, everything is pretty much in the red. And of course, this will clear out a lot of people, just like before. Quick drawdown, clear out the trash, and then here we go. We'll be back on it by August.
Listen, when I saw it hit 29, I was like, please take a plummet. Please plummet to 22 for me. Like, that's just take a big old dip. All right. I just needed to happen, Zay. I wanted to happen.
I saw somebody calling for 13K. I was
hey,
like,
whatever. 10K, baby.
Let's take it back. That's what I said. Let's go. Let's take it back to 10K.
8K. Let me
8K.
Let's get these. I listen. And it was crazy is that those are all absurdly high prices, even at 8K. Like, that is absurd still, but we know the power of it. I mean, and yeah, when that thing dips, it's nothing's stopping the buying. Nothing stop. I see what ARK is about. I see why Kathy Wood's always in the news. So is Michael Saylor. They're like, hey, ain't nothing stopping the buying. We got money, we buying.
Oh, so,
for sure. All right, let's hop into it. Quick shout outs to everyone in the chat. What's going on? Name the Dream, DM Carr. I think it says I'm Batman. Tiffany from New York, Tommy Brown, Candace, Jiu-Jitsu, Tessa, Miriam, Robert, Ron. Let's see, Majid. Let's see, Tessa, Cavs Credit, Christopher Lead. Everybody's in the chat. Welcome. Make sure you smash that like and share. This is going to be a little shorter show. We got to run today, but we definitely want to bring you some news and be on the lookout for tomorrow. We had to push the interview for tomorrow, but we will be interviewing the Simons, a family who has been invested in cryptocurrency now for some years, actually before myself and possibly even before Bitcoin Zay. So they've been in Bitcoin for some years. Their whole family's involved, including their children. So we want to have them on the show. We're going to have them on tomorrow. We had to push. So we can kind of get their outlook on what it looks like to be a family invested in crypto, kids included. Okay, so that should be a cool show tomorrow. Make sure you tune in. We'll interview them and we'll talk some news stories as well. All right, top story today I'm seeing in the chat box already. Rothschild Investment Corp has increased its Bitcoin exposure by 300% since April. What is going on with the Rothschilds? I like this, all this gold and stuff on this picture I was used.
Oh, yeah, my man dripped out. Rothschild Investment Corp has bought more Bitcoin and Ether exposure via Grayscale, despite the ongoing crypto market retreat. I don't know why they said despite it. This is the perfect time to buy. But billion-dollar investment firm Rothschild Investment Corp quadrupled its exposure to Bitcoin since April. New records show. It confirmed by the U.S. SEC that they now own 141,405 shares of the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. Of course, you know, Grayscale, they have the biggest trust there is in the world. And if Rothschild, a billionaire investment company, is going to get exposure, is going to be through a vehicle like Grayscale. In Bitcoin terms, each GBT share is equal to about 939,767 Satoshis, about 1 million Satoshis. So they have an exposure of about 4 million, which is about 133 Bitcoin. Not bad. But of course, they're looking long-term. And again, when you see short-term volatility and then you see people thinking long-term buying at these prices, you already know what it is. This is a discount for them, so perfect buying time.
Yeah, I'm actually upset that, I mean, I get it, clickbait, but It's unfortunate that the news thinks our citizens are like, well, they know we're so stupid apparently, because it's like, instead of just putting it out there like that, they could put the same information out there and say like, hey, this is why they're buying at this price point. To them, this is a good buy. Instead, they make it seem like the market's dead. Yeah, the Rothschilds coming along buying Bitcoin. It's like, well, clearly the market isn't dead if a multi-billion, if not trillion-dollar entity is still coming around buying Bitcoin, right? So like, it's crazy that instead they paint the picture like that instead of saying, hey, this is the optimal time to buy right now before this thing cranks back up again. So it is, again, that's interesting to look at. And then with the whole thing in Rothschild, I wonder if like these people and companies know, of course you expect Grayscale to do the right thing, but if Grayscale wakes up one day and is like, hey, we got all this money from all these billionaires, we're just going to keep all their Bitcoin, they're going to keep all your Bitcoin. It's like, you still can't get it back from Grayscale either. It's still a centralized source. So it's just funny to me because I mean, how crazy would that be to see a company come out and tell the likes of Rothstein is like, nah, or Rothschilds, excuse me, is like, nah, we're just going to keep the money. We're going to keep the Bitcoin, but we appreciate your trust in us.
Yeah, very similar to be on a poster somewhere. That's what happened.
Hey, not your keys, not your cheese. Go ahead and get the Rothschilds.
Hey, get them one time.
Right? That would be messed up. They played them out like, what Bitcoin? Oh, Rothschild family getting hit. All right, BlockFi receives cease and desist order from New Jersey Attorney General. That is right. BlockFi CEO Zach Prince said his platform remains fully operational for his existing client base in New Jersey. What is going on, BlockFi? You've worked with them. You've been on the platform. Why is New Jersey coming after them?
Oh, yeah. So the New Jersey securities regulators, they claim that they're offering unlicensed securities to the public. And the way it was explained to me was that on the front end, if you have staking and you're making a certain percentage, but on the back end, they're quote unquote invested in what they consider securities. That was the reason New Jersey issued this. So the draft said, our rules are simple. If you sell securities in New Jersey, you need to comply with New Jersey security laws. No one gets a free pass simply because they're operating in the fast evolving cryptocurrency market. Now, according to the CEO, they have all of their regulation stuff in place. They're in an ongoing dialogue with regulators to help them understand our products, which they believe are lawful. But I believe the real reason they may be mad is the average staking percentage you get is between 0.25% and 8%. The average savings rate, 0.06%. Banks are dead. And I think they're trying to use regulators to push back against some of these products, because when you really look at it, there is no reason to have a bank. If you can take your cash, put it in a stable coin, you can stake that, and then you can also buy Bitcoin as well. So BlockFi may have a few troubles, but right now it's just New Jersey.
Yeah. It is unfortunate seeing what's going on over there. What's crazy is that how each city and state, they're coming up with like, well, hey, just let y'all know we got an issue with security. It's like, how's New Jersey saying something, New York not? Like, when does the show stop? Like, when does it end? Like, this is crazy. And this is why it's an issue for each state, each governance, each region, each country to have some type of stake on crypto, because it literally will never end. Like, literally every city, every state and every country can say, well, you're violating this law over here, where you're violating. And how can a company grow? Like, how is that room for innovation? It's crazy. But again, hey, I get it. It's COVID, even for states too. People, they want their money back. And what's the best way to get it? Against people they think that are weak. First and foremost, we need to get these likes up. We got about 149 people watching, only 57 likes. Let's go ahead and pay that like tax. I was looking around to see what I can juggle big. I was like, do we need to do the juggling? What's going on? Pay that like tax. And as we're waiting to pay the like tax, we'll answer a quick comment or respond to a comment. I guess Vernon Hill said, took your advice and purchased $10 of Bitcoin in May. Now I'm sitting at a cool $5.90. Yeah, I would like to see it dip down. I'm assuming more $5. They're saying LOL to that. All right. Bitcoin is a long-term play, people. We always say it and we mean it. Buy $10 of Bitcoin, don't look at it for 3 to 5 years, and then come back and say what you're going to say. Like, it's not a 2-week thing. It's not a one month thing. Bitcoin is definitely a long-term play. So that's where we get the weak hands from, people who come in and look at it, short-term prices. Don't worry about the short-term prices, because if you look at the price of Bitcoin in 2016, when it was $400, 2017, when it started off at $1,000 or even went up to $19,000, 2018, 2019, everyone thought who bought it at 19,000, they felt like they were stupid. Then 2020, 2021 came in at 66,000. So again, this is the market cycle. The technology is still there. The technology is working. It's just humans who are looking at the best way to make more fiat currency is what's fucking up the price, to keep it real. People saying I had $10 and it's $5.19 is what's fucking up the price. I got to keep it real with you. That is what's messing up Bitcoin. The project, the price, everything is weak hands. Like,
if it was literally how Bitcoin was supposed to be, buy it, hold it, we would be at 100,000 already. But it's a lot of people trying to trade it and whatever, FUD, people trying to sell it for fiat. They got to pay bills. Yeah, but Bitcoin will get there sooner or later.
And to answer you, BitSource AML Solutions Consulting, are we buying right now? Well, we don't buy Bitcoin in general, but if we were to buy, after we just had a week of sales in the masterclass, of course we would go buy a cheap Bitcoin. Let's just throw that out there, people. Like, what, we don't know what y'all doing with y'all money. We're trying to tell you to play. And another 6 months or another few months, if Bitcoin does go back to 66 or 80K, we don't want people looking around like, oh, when did y'all start buying Bitcoin again? Like, when it was at 29K, when it was at 27K, when it was at 32K. Like, those are the moments to keep buying, especially after we've seen it test 66,000 again. It's going back as the technology again has improved, not getting worse. All right, so that's that. Last couple quick stories. Coinbase is back in the news. Of course, Coinbase sued over Dogecoin sweepstake ad campaign. That's right. Plaintiff alleges deceptive ad campaign cost Coinbase users millions of dollars. They must have not gotten the notice that Coinbase was now part of the good old boys and gals club. Coinbase is like, lawsuits? Wait. I thought this whole direct listing was going to avoid that. But it looks like a Coinbase user has filed a class action lawsuit seeking $5 million in damages because of an allegedly misleading Dogecoin campaign. In a legal document, David Susky, the plaintiff, said he was deceived into trading $100 of Dogecoin for an entry into a $1.2 million sweepstakes offer on Coinbase. The document claims that Coinbase failed to communicate that a person could enter the sweepstakes without purchasing $100 of Dogecoin. So this is, I get it. You know, it looks like they lost couple hundred bucks, and they want that 5 milli back. What else is going on with this lawsuit that I'm missing here?
This lawsuit should be for $100. Like, what the hell? You thought you were going to win. That's like somebody buying $100 worth of lottery tickets and then going to the gas station and saying, hey, I was supposed to win last night. Give me $5 million. I don't think this will hold up. They'll probably settle out of court for like 100 or something. Maybe he'll have some like, I don't know, some lawyer that can get some out of them. But if he joins with other people, it may be viable. But if we go further, it says the only reason that plaintiff undertook to buy more Dogecoin from Coinbase was because the company led him to believe that doing so was necessary to enter Coinbase's $1.2 million sweepstakes. Look, we're not the biggest Coinbase fans, but if you're an idiot, sometimes you just gotta eat that one. I'm sorry. If you didn't read through the rules, if you think you're gonna win the lottery, well, you think you're gonna win $1.2 million with $100, people always want something for nothing. If I was Coinbase, I would just Kobe that document right into the trash can. I'm not even looking at it. Y'all can have it. Send one of our junior lawyers to cover this. This is garbage.
Well, you made a good point too. And again, I briefly kind of brought it up yesterday. Again, not to hurt feelings, but just to put it out there. It's like, hey guys, if you're having issues with stuff like coupon codes, and yes, our course is definitely for you, but it's like, you cannot make these mistakes in crypto, people. You can't say, well, I forgot this coupon code, or I didn't read this correctly. Like, this isn't a space to do it. You'll lose all your money. Like, we're not saying that to be mean or nothing. It's just the simple fact of the matter. If you make a mistake, you're going to lose all of your money, no matter how good of a trader you are, no matter how good your cybersecurity is. You push a wrong letter down on that code instead of copy and pasting it or whatever, that money's getting sent to whoever's address and you will not get it back. There's no lawsuit. There's no police officer. There's no judge. There's no gentleman in crypto you can reach out to. There's no one you can reach out to get your money back. So really we got to hammer that out on people, because it's like, you can't make mistakes. I'm sorry. It is a space that you cannot make a lot of mistakes, or you'll be charged. You'll be charged a lot of money for those mistakes. Hence the masterclass. We made all those mistakes for you people. We already paid a lot of that tuition money for you. So we don't want you to go to school twice. But for sure. So I'm glad you brought that up. It was like, it's stupid that He's trying to sue for his $100 of Dogecoin. But what's even worse was what the free thing you had to do to actually get entered into the contest. To me, that's actually worse. Where is it at? Let's see. Let's see. Trade Doge, win Doge. The email had details on how to enter through trading, or if a person was going to go a separate rules and details quote to a separate rules and details page. They could find where they would find they could also enter by sending Coinbase a 3x5-inch index card containing the customer's name, address, email address, phone number, and date of birth written on it to enter. People, you are literally selling all your customer data to Coinbase on an index card.
You deserve to get smacked.
For what did they say? It would have been $1.2 million. And here's my thing. I wonder if it would have been 1.2 million US dollars or $1.2 million worth of Dogecoin, 1.2 million Dogecoin. Listen, the tricks don't just stop with the index card and $100 of Doge. Like, they are not trying to get that money up. So it would be interesting to see and to see what they actually reward people with and how it works out. But I mean, hey, if you say Coinbase or any other big corporation out there, I am willing to sell all my personal information for whatever pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, and then they play your ass. Don't get mad. Do not get mad because you was playing with fire to begin with. You're trying to sell your data to a corporation. And granted, it is a great idea and it's a novel idea. And there's a lot of new blockchain projects is aiming to actually solve that. Even the Brave browser is aiming to solve that. That is something. But also, you're trying to make deals with the devil, and this is what happens when you do it. Like, they like, hey, fuck them.
Hey, there's enough real corruption, but there's some people that are just dumb. So this guy here, I don't think you're gonna get it. Even with everybody in the lawsuit trying to get 5 million, good luck.
Yeah, and again, it does suck, but yeah, folks. I mean, you're talking about Coinbase and Dogecoin. This is already an explosive mix. You add in a 3x5 index card, personal information. Like, what are you doing in this neighborhood? You tell me what's involved in this activity. You in this neighborhood, all right?
Yeah, exactly. Go somewhere else. Let somebody else hold your hand, player.
Exactly. All right, last but not least, U.S. lawmakers don't want Olympic athletes to use digital yuan at 2022 games. Bitcoin Zay, before you get out of here, I know you have something on this.
Oh, yeah. So 3 senators are urging the Olympic Committee to work with federal agencies to protect the privacy of American athletes from the Chinese Communist government. 3 U.S. senators have signed a letter to forbid American athletes from using the digital yuan. Those senators are Suzanne Lyons, Republican Senators Marsha Blackburn, Roger Wicker, and Cynthia Lummis requested officials prevent U.S. athletes from using or accepting digital yuan, saying that it can be tracked and traced by the People's Bank of China. It's interesting that Cynthia Lummis is in on this because she is a big proponent for Bitcoin. Hey, if you're going to go to Tokyo, you're going to have to follow their rules. However, if I'm an American, if you don't want to follow rules, don't go. I always tell people, if there was a perfect time to protest, right now is the time. Like this era of America, this is a good time for all American athletes to be like, yeah, we're not going to the Olympics. It's no fans. We got to get double, triple tested. And y'all want us to use a digital yuan. Let's all just not go. And I think it will work. But these senators are actually reaching out to try and get them to stop using it. Good luck. That's all I got to say, because you can come to China and try to make rules if you want. They'll send your ass back. So
right.
Good luck.
I'm with you on that. They're definitely going to continue making rules in China, and no one's stopping that from happening. I don't think the Olympians would sidetrack it only because it's so few and far in between the Olympics themselves. But you are right. It would be a perfect opportunity for a protest. But also, it's just like the audacity to say, hey, y'all can go over there, but don't use their money. Don't use their money, y'all. Trying to protect you. And it's like, come on, man. Like, again, we are playing these games. If that's the case, and hey, for national security, I told you I'm gang. I agree, whatever. If y'all want us to use it, fuck them. We ain't using it. We over here. All right, red, white, and blue. But my thing when I say all that is here's the back end. Be fair to your citizens. Be fair to taxpayers. Leave room for innovation and growth. Like, stop harassing us like we Chinese too. That's my thing. You need to figure it out. Hey, we all on the same side or we on different sides? And the way it looks like we're on different sides, which is why I am for Bitcoin. Restriction. No restriction, free access to everyone, no barriers to entry. I am for that when it comes to the financial situation across the planet, because as you can see, every government can pick a side and then try to force other humans to do what they say do. Don't use any of this big country's 1.7 billion people's currency because we told you we're trying to protect you.
Oh, man. Hide your money, y'all. It's broke people around.
All right. On that, we are going to end the show. Somebody, Leroy Forbes is talking about the hot coffee lawsuit, McDonald's with the Dogecoin. You already know it. That is going to be the show for today. Like I said, short show. Make sure you check us out tomorrow. We'll have the Simons on talking to a family who's been in Bitcoin for years and how their family have managed to not only be in Bitcoin, but actually retire out from it. So cannot wait to have more. Other than that, Bitcoin Zay, you got anything?
That's all for me. Just make sure you get the digital masterclass. Join us tomorrow for a great interview.
Yes. And then last but not least, also with the masterclass, the next discounts for the masterclass will be this Sunday on Talk Shop Live. So if you haven't got the masterclass yet, you're still looking for that little discount on it, check us out this Sunday on Talk Shop Live. That's when we'll be offering the next ones.